but we got a doozy today, and it's a big conference. Too many teams, too many players. Let's just dive in. We're going alphabetical order. So we're starting out Alabama. Biggest returners, Labaron Philon, Aiden Holloway, Aiden Terrell, but then also some really intriguing incoming freshmen, London Jemison, Davion Hannah. Where do you want to start?
I mean, do you want to start with the heavy hitters, or do you want to go
wherever your heart takes you?
I mean, I'm always going to start with the upperclassmen. So, Labaron Philon, baby. You know, as we were about to hit record, shout out to the legend John Rothstein. Alabama just beat Florida State in an exhibition game, and Philon had 28. Very excited to watch that later. I think Metcalf, you know, I've been seeing some clips on the web, the dark web, of Philon this offseason, and I just feel like if those really are legit, that leap this year is going to be just tremendous. So it makes me feel even better that all of a sudden you see that he hits 28. Yes, it's an exhibition game, but anytime you're getting up to 30 range, you got my attention. What do you think?
Yeah, and he's the big one to keep an eye on. He was someone we kind of thought might just stay in, just say screw it and stay in as a freshman. But you know, you get that late first, early second round type of feedback, and it's like, well, I can probably make that maybe more just going back to Alabama, be in a better spot to work on my game, run the show at a big time program where everyone's going to be watching me, along with some really fun incoming talent as well. And now maybe I go top 10. I think he's going to be the exact, just another terrific case study of how important and how valuable returning to school can be. Like you said, clips are awesome. Off-season clips have never been misleading. They've never steered us in the wrong direction or painted a picture that may not be true. This would be the first time ever. But if they are real and he really has made that jump, even if he's just like an average outside shooter, I don't need him to be Steph Curry, but if he's like acceptable from out there and still defending like he was, still getting to the rim, still playmaking like he was, and the game slows down even just that touch bit more for him, and he's going to look like one of the top point guard prospects in this draft.
So here's a hypothetical. Let's just stay with Philon because it's the popular name. It's the belle of the ball when it comes to draft prospects with Bama. Roll Tide for all the Alabama diehard fans that are coming in here and like, who are these two guys? So we'll stick around for a while. Roll Tide. If Philon is a better than average shooter and takes a step from last year, let's just say he has the sophomore league that we all dream of as evaluators, as scouts, and we're saying like, oh my gosh, everything took a big leap. Where did he draft them?
Well, define a big leap, because like last year, the volume on the outside shot was solid. 7.1 attempts per 100. Not great, but not bad. Fine. But 31.5% from three. So are you talking like 39% or like
I'm saying 38.5 or 39%? Like we're like, oh my gosh, the last week of the season, he could be finishing the year 40, 80. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, then he's probably a top
big
10
year,
guy.
and then all of a sudden, like the playmaking, the scoring, everything just took a nice little developmental leap. Maybe not the stats. Maybe like we're saying, oh, the playmaking looks really like it looks like things have slowed down. But it's not. I'm not necessarily saying like, oh, that means the playmaking assists per game doubled. But everything takes a nice step forward, and then all of a sudden it's look like, oh, he's legit from outside. It's not his specialty, but it's like it's more than respectable.
Right. Yeah. No, then he's probably a top 10 to 15 guy. Especially if the at rim finishing kind of follows suit with that, because like the playmaking and defense last year were more than good enough. And he was really, really fun. Classic. I think we lost Rucker. Fantastic stuff. But I think Philon's the big name to keep an eye on, because if that shooting really does take a leap, it's a big time game changer for him. Even without it, and he's still really, really impressive in terms of playmaking and impacting the game and doing the winning stuff. And assist rate of 24.9, with a turnover rate of just 17.2 last year, steal rate up just under 3. And Living the dream.
This is why we missed going live so much, folks. I've had one of those days. Look, I don't mean to interrupt you. I've had one of those days where anything and everything has gone wrong. So that's the only thing that goes wrong in the stream. We're good, folks. We're good. But I'm here with you, Metcalf. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going through Philon's numbers and just the way he impacts winning. And if he's able to incorporate just slightly better scoring and shooting efficiency along with all of that, along with running the show and not kind of being in the third wheel in that point guard spot and kind of taking over a little more for Mark Sears, it's going to be a big time year for him. We got to talk about him. London Jemison.
I could talk about him all night. We could just make this the London Jemison video.
Why was this dude ranked in the 40s in his recruiting class?
I don't know. There's a couple prospects headed into this year that I'm a little confused by.
Yeah,
the lack of buzz. Like I sent like a jokingly like angry text to a scout today in the league, and I was like, "What the heck is wrong with that?" It's just like, am I taking crazy pills? Like, what's going on? And I think it's just everyone's wait and see now. Like you get excited about guys, you circle names that you're pumped about, but you're like, okay, now it's time to wait and see. And do they deliver? Do they take that step? Because no one's ever first. I think we all in the scouting world always try to be like, "Oh, he's my guy first." No, that's not true. No. There was someone before you, and there was someone before you. So,
and then there were the kid's parents. So,
and there was a kid. Yeah, exactly. I'm pumped. London Jemison, I think, could really be buzzing quick.
Yeah,
he's 6'8". He shoots the crap out of the ball. He's smart. He's intelligent off the ball. I think he's got defensive upside.
Yeah,
we did a 30 and 30. Breakdown of them. Go check out their YouTube channel. The support on those have been awesome.
We're so
and
close
subscribe.
To 20.
Like it too. Why not? Just 3 minutes.
They're just buns. They don't mean anything.
Maybe throw a comment too. Like it's fine. So I don't know, Metcalf. We've talked about him all off season. I broke down his game with you on those videos. I've watched more film. I've asked around. Everyone likes him.
Yeah.
But no one loves him. It's is everyone scared to just get hurt? Because
it's
over heels in love.
This is the time to get hurt. I can recover come draft time, but he's 6'8", elite shooter, smart passer, good defender with so much more upside on the defensive end once he starts trusting his feet. He reminds me of Trey Murphy, just the way he moves, the way he operates, the way he shoots it, and how he could grow into more of an on-ball creator down the road once the handle improves a little bit. Like, it's not bad. He wasn't a turnover machine in high school. It just gets a little loose and he gets a little out over his skis and ahead of himself. And once that tightens up a little bit, I think there's some really, really fun second side creator upside there. And then just in Alabama's system, it's a match made in heaven. He's good around the rim. He's a lethal shooter, great size. He's the type of wing that they were missing last year. 6'8" shooters should not be ranked in the 40s in their recruiting class.
I completely agree. I just don't get it. It's I like Darian Reed there a lot last year. He's now gone to Oklahoma, which it was a weirder fit for him last year, but this one just seems perfect. Jemison with this Alabama team just seems like he's going to be awesome for the exact reasons you're saying. Just this lethal shooter, good fundamentals, good consistent shot. That I don't think he's just going to be a 3-and-D type of guy. I think there's just you're starting there, but there's a lot of upside. So
it's he's such a smart passer when he gets those paint touches too and can spray it around the floor, and he's going to be so much fun. But we could spend 4 hours on him.
Yeah,
I think the other incoming freshman that I'm pretty intrigued by long term, Davion Hannah. Shot needs a lot of work. Confidence in the shot needs work, but just a really fun player, really, really fun defender, off-ball creator. There's some fun passing stuff there. Aiden Holloway, obviously a big-time returner. Jaleel Bethia, unfortunately, had that foot surgery. Everything I've read is that it's not going to keep him out all year, but no timeline on his return.
Never a good combo.
Yeah, and then I think a sneaky huge piece is going to be incoming transfer Noah Williamson, 7-foot center transfer coming in from Bucknell, who And just if when you just look at his numbers last year, true shooting percentage of 59.4, usage of 30.8, defensive rebounding rate of 25, block rate of 4.5, free throw rate of 63.2, 60.9% on 2-point field goals. I know it's just at Bucknell, but when you kind of watch him, there's some stuff there, and this Alabama team doesn't have a whole lot of size, so he's going to have to play a pretty important role for them, and that lack of size is my biggest concern with them. But anything else for you on Alabama?
No, I think Williamson is a big one. I was just looking at my list. I think, we kind of talked about this before, just like hinted at it, but Bama is like, well, you get really excited about the wings, the backcourt, and all of a sudden you're like, who do they have in the bit? Who do they have in the paint? And I think Williamson's going to be like, he's going to get all the chances in the world to shine, because it's a big. I know. Hey, it's also like when you're a transfer coming from Bucknell, I don't even think we should look at that as like, well, he was at Bucknell. It's like, yeah, but Bama wanted him. So like, he's clearly doing something good. So this is going to be a fun Alabama team. I think there's a chance for it to really make a bit of noise, because of, if Philon takes that step, if the backcourt's consistent, you get Jemison really shooting threes,
Yeah,
which he can do, and he's got a beautiful shot. So it's going to be a fun team. I'm actually really excited to watch them this year because of, all the pieces they have in place.